Welcome to the Power Circuit, your weekly window into developments across Nigeria's evolving power sector, proudly brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. I'm Amara Agugesi, your anchor. Today's program begins with a compelling documentary highlighting the status of the construction of 5 power transmission substations in Abuja, alongside transmission line projects towards boosting bulk power supply in Abuja and its environs. This package is called the Abuja Ring Project. Watch out for the details. Next is an interview with Engineer Jude Madu, the Assistant General Manager Transmission at the Enugu Sub-Region under the Enugu Operational Region of TCN. It's all about the reforms and innovations going on in the region, which is one of the 10 operational regions of TCN. Stay with us as we bring you these stories and more. The federal government of Nigeria, through the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN in 2019, began the construction of 5 power substations in Abuja, alongside transmission line projects towards boosting bulk power supply in Abuja and its environs. This special documentary highlights the status of the substations and lines so far under the Abuja Ring Project. We hope you will have an exciting view.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. In the heart of Nigeria lies the nation's capital, Abuja, a fast-growing city of governance, commerce, and dreams. To power its expansion and ensure stable electricity reaches distribution networks, a strategic infrastructure drive is in progress. The Abuja Ring Project by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. The Abuja Ring Project is a flagship transmission infrastructure initiative designed to enhance and secure the flow of electricity across the Federal Capital Territory. It consists of a 330 kV and 132 kV transmission loop that links key substations around the city in a ring-like formation, creating alternative supply routes and minimizing the risk of total outages. It is part of a broader strategy to eliminate transmission bottlenecks, support distribution companies (DISCOs) with improved bulk power delivery, and strengthen Nigeria's national grid, starting with the capital. The Abuja Ring includes 5 new 132 by 33 kV substations, over 260 kilometers of high-voltage transmission lines, the use of advanced gas-insulated substations (GIS), upgrades to existing infrastructure, and fiber optic links for remote monitoring and grid communication. One of the most critical of these GIS installations is the Dawaki substation, equipped with 2 60 MVA transformers, providing a total transmission capacity of 120 MVA to the Seven DISCO for onward distribution to Gwarimpa and surrounding areas. The loop-based substation also transmits 2 by 60 MVA, 120 MVA of the power to the local DISCO network, improving supply into the airport access and loop-bay communities. The Kuje substation, with a capacity of 260 MVA, strengthens transmission support for DISCO distribution into Abuja's southern corridor, including Kuje town and its expanding population. At Apo, an upgraded 132 by 33 kV substation with 2 60 MVA transformers ensures reliability on transmission into central area Abuja, supporting the DISCO's delivery to residential, commercial, and government areas. The local Goma substations delivers 120 MVA through two 60 MVA transformers, ensuring the DISCO can meet rising demand in this fast-growing residential axis. These transmission substations do not supply electricity directly to consumers. Instead, they serve as high-capacity bulk power injection points from which the responsible DISCOs deliver electricity to homes, businesses, and public infrastructure.
The main job of TCN is to make sure that it builds substations and transmission line all over the country to make sure that every corner of this country is electrified. The Abuja ring scheme is an advantage because it will add almost 3,808 megawatts to the national grid. So that aligns with the TCN mandate. When you have the ring system, it is of an advantage more than the radial lines, because if in case there is a fault in one place, you can use another substation to supply that area because you have a ring system. So it's more stable. You have surety that you can always have service. Once one of the substations is working, you can supply the other that are not in service.
We have other existing substations in Abuja, which is the Katampe, Apo, and then the East Central area. But with these new stations we are building, we have a line coming from Lafia, which is a double circuit line, 330, and then it's coming to a place where we call Pigba or New Apo. Is a 330 kV substations, and then from there we have a station that is supposed to be fed from that station, which is the Wumba substation. Is 2x60 MVA. The one at Pigba is 2x150 MVA transformer with also a 132 kV substations there. So, and then the Wumba substation is 2x60, and then we have another station in Lugbe, which is also 2x150, is the 330 kV substation, which we call the Westman, and then we have a station in Kuje, that one also. So with when we complete these substations, they are going to complement the existing one we have by improving the power supply to Abuja and environs, and then which will in turn improve the socio-economic activities in Abuja, because many people will be connected to supply of electricity.
With what we are provided Abuja with now, both the transmission line and the substation, for the next 50 years, Abuja will not cry of inadequate supply. Once there is generation, they will be adequate, and these stations are enough up to that period.
Other benefit zones connected by the Abuja ring include Wuye, Gwagwalada, Nyanya, and Karishi areas that demand enhanced grid reliability and voltage stability. The Abuja ring project improves transmission reliability, reduces technical losses, and provides system redundancy. With its ring configuration, the grid can reroute power if one section goes down, ensuring continuous support to DISCOs for onward delivery to end users.
This project, as it is called Abuja Feeding Scheme, is actually intended to boost the power supply to Abuja, which we call it ring because it's meant to close the loop. And the advantage of closing the loop is that when you lose supply from one section of the network, you can still be fed from another section without losing supply. That is just the meaning of the ring main or the ring circuits.
This is strategic planning for tomorrow. And as the full ring nears completion, the impact on grid stability, efficiency, and energy access will be evident throughout the capital.
We are currently at the 2x60 MVA 132 transmission substation here at Wumba, Abuja. As you can see behind me, it has two transformers of 60 MVA each, giving out up to 96 megawatts of power to the national grid. The station is 100% completed. All equipment have been fully installed. All the control room equipment have also been installed. The only thing pending in this substation is the completion of the transmission line to supply power to this substation. This is one of the substations under the Abuja feeding scheme, including also transmission lines, which will provide redundancy of bulk power supply into Abuja. And the substations are actually designed upon completion to actually take care of bulk power supply to Abuja for the next 50 years when they are completed.
Beyond the infrastructure, the project is generating local employment, enhancing safety standards, and supporting Nigeria's journey toward a more resilient and modern electricity grid. The Abuja Ring project is not just about towers and transformers. It's about strengthening the transmission backbone that discos rely on to serve the public. It's about enabling hospitals, schools, industries to function without interruption. It's about keeping the heartbeat of Nigeria's capital strong and steady.
The management of TCN have actually looked into the future and incepted this project of Abuja Feeding Scheme to tackle the fast-growing population in Abuja, where people come from every axis of the country for opportunities. So TCN management has actually stepped in and taken care of bulk power delivery to Abuja. And as far as Abuja Feeding Scheme is concerned, when the project is completed, Abuja is sorted for the next 50 years.
Through this initiative, the Transmission Company of Nigeria reaffirms its core mandate to build and maintain a stronger, smarter, and more reliable national transmission grid.
Coming up shortly is an interview with Engineer Jude Madu, the Assistant General Manager Transmission at the Enugu sub-region of TCN. That report comes right after this break. Please stay with us.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GenCos, to distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has continued on its pathway of improving electricity transmission stability and reliability. These come with verifiable projects delivered across regions for maximum output. Engineer Jude Madu, Assistant General Manager Transmission at the Enugu sub-region of TCN, took us through key innovations and reforms in the Enugu sub-region. What is your role in the entire Enugu operational transmission region?
Here is a sub-region, and the Assistant General Manager is the head of the station. He ensures that the station is being maintained, and also there is a stability in the system. And the agent also liaises with the customers, that is the DISCO, for relay coordinations and for other business matters.
TCN has been prioritizing the implementation of service level agreements, SLA projects and services. Can you tell us more about the status of the SLA in the Enugu region?
We have the SLA signed. It's going to guide the stakeholders and power industry. We have the transmission, the generation, and the distribution. So our agreement will enhance the power distribution to customers. It's also going to ensure stability in the system.
With the SLA project, how robust is the interface level with the distribution company in the region?
We have discussions with the DISCOs The one we are working with is Enugu State Electricity Distribution Companies. And we've been discussing with them when it comes to SLA. They are our customer here. We iron out issues if there are conflict area. And if they bring up any issue that inhibits the taking up of supply from our sub-region, we give attention to it. Most time we call for interface meeting whereby we sit at the round table to discuss and be able to fashion out any workable solution that will be of benefit to both distribution and transmission.
What key projects have been executed in this sub-region?
So many projects. In Enugu sub-region, we have Igwaje 330 132 kV substation. There we commissioned 175 MS reactor, and also we commissioned 75 MVA transformer. That transformer increased the capacity of Igwaje. We have the excess capacity as we are talking. And we're also going to provide N-1 redundancy. The existing one, whenever there's an issue or trips, we can easily switch over the customers to the next one. Here, where we are talking, we have a project in the 330 side of the transmission substation. We had an upgrade of 150 MVA, additional 150 MVA to the ones we have. Then going to 132 side, we have the upgrade of the switchyard. The 132 kV bus and the associated equipment were replaced in the course of execution of this project. In addition to that, we also have a 2 by 125 MVA transformers being installed. These transformers were used to upgrade the existing 2 by 60 MVA. So what this means is we have additional capacity, we don't have the limitation, and we still have extra capacity for the discos. Usually they want to radiate extra feeders.
Why is TCN so particular about sustaining its N-1 equipment status across the regions?
This is the redundancy term. When we have the 2 transformers, when one goes off, the other one will come in so that there will be stability. But when you have only one, you have issue with that one, assuming it trips and faults, it means the customers will be out, there will be no supply for them. So that is the system we are using to ensure continuous supply and the stability in the system.
What challenges are you facing and what efforts have you made to overcome them in the Enugu region?
Presently, the major challenges we are encountering in the Enugu sub-region is vandalization. The power members is made up of irons, and it is very attractive to vandals because when they remove all these power members, they go to market and sell them and get money. It will encourage them to keep on doing that. Another challenge we have is still the vandals coming in to the substations. Sometimes they will break the wall or scale the fence to start cutting our material within the substation. Most time they will have a running battle with our security men on ground. But we have been taking some actions against them. We are trying to improve the security. Some area that will require armed security, we do solicit for that help. And there is also sensitization going on, especially the communities where our lines are transversing. We engage the community heads, the youth, telling them of the implication of vandalizing the critical infrastructure. Because when it's vandalized, it's going to affect everybody.
There are also issues of encroachment on transmission lines right of way. How are you tackling this?
We've gone to that new artisan in Enugu here several times. If you go there, you can see most buildings, encroach buildings are marked. And one thing we discovered, the people, when you warn them about the consequences of building close to transmission line, sometimes it's as if we are not making that impact, because to them, nothing has happened, and they believe that nothing will ever happen. So we continue to enlighten them, we continue to tell them of the dangers in building close to transmission line. And we told them the implication that we are waiting for final orders, that such buildings, such infrastructure, such erection near the transmission line will be demolished anytime the approval is given by our corporate headquarters.
These efforts are quite plausible. Do you think the sensitization exercises have yielded any results?
Yes, I will say it has. With the sensitization, they know that that place is no go area, and people around them, they also make sure that they won't allow them to carry out such action. It's a destructive action.
You have heard from Engineer Jude Madu, the Assistant General Manager Transmission at the Enugu Sub-Region under the Enugu Operational Region of TCN. This year, TCN is dedicated to delivering more power transmission projects towards increasing transmission wheeling capacity from 8,500 megawatts last year. Let's look back at the highlights of today's episode. Today's program began with a compelling documentary highlighting the status of the construction of 5 power transmission substations in Abuja, alongside transmission line projects towards boosting bulk power supply in Abuja and its environs. This package is called the Abuja Ring Project. Next was an interview with Engineer Jude Madu, the Assistant General Manager, Transmission, at the Enugu Sub-Region under the Enugu Operational Region of TCN. He spoke about the reforms and innovations going on in the region, which is one of the 10 operational regions of TCN. Thank you for joining us on the Power Circuit. Remember that TCN's transmission assets are national assets, and we all share the responsibility of ensuring their safety. Acts of vandalism and encroachment on power infrastructure rights of way must always be avoided. You can watch more editions of the Power Circuits on the TCN YouTube channel. Connect with TCN on all its social media by liking the Transmission Company of Nigeria page on Facebook, following Transmission Company of Nigeria on LinkedIn, and joining the conversation on X via @TCN_Nigeria. You can also follow TCN on Instagram at TCN_Nigeria. TCN welcomes your observations and feedback via email at affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information on TCN's activities, visit the official website at www.tcn.org.ng. And stay updated on power sector developments at www.tcnnews.ng. Please continue to play your part by guarding against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers, and substations in your communities. I am Amara Agugesi. Once again, thank you for watching.